Big news, we're buying a house. Most people greet this news with the flying mackerel, as though it's the achievement of #life goals, but really it's not like that. As our current setup of 1 bed, 2 humans, 2 cats becomes increasingly unsustainable, we're basically left with 2 options. Either pay exorbitant rents to buy-to-let shysters, or sacrifice yourself to the banks, mortgage up your future, and hope no one loses their job as part of the public sector efficiency drive. Hope it is, and hope fast, because prices are rising faster than anyone can reasonably be expected to save in this age of wage restraint. So it's a case of buy now or forever hold your peace. I don't want to sound too first world problems about it. If work meant that I needed to be 30 miles up the road where I was born in Walthamstow, a 3-bed terrace is going to set you back 400 grand, so this wouldn't even be a conversation. Nearly £500,000 for a family home in East 17. Someone, somewhere, is taking the piss. I read on pricedout.org.uk that if other prices had gone up the same way houses have, a chicken would now cost £51. And I think they're just talking about an ordinary chicken, not even like a Hugh Fearnley Whittingstall one. It's completely insane. But apparently, this is what's known as a homeowner democracy. So before I was even born, the Thatcher government decided to sell off the vast majority of council housing and stop building any new ones. Existing social housing then went to whoever was most in need, leaving everyone else to either rent privately or buy. Thanks, Thatch. Because there were less houses being built and with increasing life expectancy, prices went up as demand outstripped supply. As people who bought their places under Thatcher saw their values virtually quadruple, houses started being treated as investments rather than homes. The Blair government offered massive tax incentives to encourage people to become buy-to-let landlords. Now, I love a bit of homes under the hammer as much as the next person, but come on. We have a situation where people like me, reluctant first-time buyers, looking for somewhere to make a home, are going up against property developers who will always have the money to outbid you. Not only does this push prices up, it also has an inflationary effect on rents. Because landlords know that the demand for housing is greater than the supply. They know this because they're the ones buying up all the houses. And in London, this is amplified because your average developer isn't some male-reading, self-made white van man looking for a healthy nest egg. It's an oil tycoon. Plus, they've also introduced politically motivated incentives to drive out anyone who is not totally minted. Some people, mostly well-meaning relatives, have suggested looking at George Osborne's Help to Buy scheme, which sounds lovely, help to buy. But when you read the fine print, it's less help to buy or help to sell poorly constructed new build IKEA estates on behalf of our property tycoon mates and keep inflating the housing bubble. But that doesn't quite have the same ring to it. This isn't a home-owning democracy, this is a dictatorship of the developers. I've got one friend who's trying to buy and can only afford houses next to miniature power stations. I've got another who did part rent, part buy and said it was the worst decision of her life. And I've met her ex. I don't know anyone in London under 35 that's not in a house share. This is a problem for our entire generation. If the government was serious about solving the housing crisis, then we need a massive council house building and renovation programme, a cap on rents, and an end to the tax on housing benefit, which basically just subsidise low-wage paying employers and landlords anyway. The question is, whose side are they on? Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm off now to look at more investments that I probably can't afford. So empowering. See you later.